Welcome back to the Stingy Trigger Tabletop. This is Trigger here again to talk a little bit more about concealing and carrying and the systems that you need in order to be successful at it. Once you've decided on the firearm you're going to use for concealing and carrying, for example here I've got my Sig Sauer SP 2022 in an inside the waistband holster. And you've decided on all the accessories you're going to be carrying. In this case, a fully loaded magazine with one round in the chamber, and a spare pair of magazines, in this case in the standard Galco double wide magazine holster. You have to figure out A, how you're going to be carrying this, in what fashion. In this case, this is strong side carry, weak side magazine carry. And B, just as importantly, what you're going to use to support all this weight. Now, it's not a ton of weight, but it's enough that you need to be considering how your systems are going to perform. For example, if this is my standard carry package, the gun itself, fully loaded, weighs 2 pounds, 8 ounces, and the additional magazines and their carrier here bumps the total weight that I'm hanging off my belt up to 3 pounds, 12 ounces, and that is of course before I consider anything else I may be carrying. If this is just my everyday carry in my personal system, I may have a Leatherman on my belt, I may also have a cell phone case on my belt, I may have a couple of pocket knives on my belt, I may have a small flashlight on my belt, all sorts of other things. I may hang keys off there if it's required for, one of my daily jobs, you name it. All that stuff needs to be supported by the belt you choose. Now there's a lot of good options that are out there, and most people when they first start carrying use whatever they got in the closet. This is just a standard Walmart bought leather belt, and for the most part it's pretty reasonable. If you find a good heavyweight leather, well stitched, works pretty good, holds up pretty well. But as you can see here, leather does stretch and wear in over time. Now this belt is held up remarkably well, but as you can see, especially on the notches here down, which is my standard wedged in under the gut spot, you start to see a lot more pulling in the notches, especially once you start hanging 2, 3, 4 pounds off of your belt. And if you're carrying something that's an all-metal pistol, like if you're carrying a 1911 with a couple of spare mags, that's even more weight than that. These belts are going to wear out, they are going to blow out over time. They're going to rip, they're going to tear, and overall you're really going to have to wedge them down tight to keep them from stretching under that kind of weight to the point where they're almost uncomfortable. So while a good starter option, not exactly the greatest option overall. Another method, if you're actually able to use it, okay, that's a little ridiculous. This is an Alice belt from the US military. Great way to hang gear of all types with your little Alice clips, locks in, goes over your standard trouser belt, so you're not going to worry about your pants dropping down to your ankles from the weight that's on it. However, most people can't actually, work this into their daily carry, especially if you're like me and, you're working part of your time in an office. You come in wearing an Alice belt and everyone, looks at you like you're the nut, who's, got guns in your car. Well, okay, they might already look at you like that anyway, but there's no real reason to, advertise that to everyone. So while this might be great for camping or running and gunning, or, actual, time in service, not that great for every day. There is, however, a halfway in between measure. This is the Galco Gunleather's reinforced nylon carrying belt. And this is a great option for those of you who want to conceal and carry, or heck, maybe even openly carry, but want to have an excellent means of support for a lot of weight. It's standard stitched double layer. This is 1000 denier nylon, standard webbing, heavy duty, double stitched everywhere. really reinforced all the way down with a powder-coated all-steel belt buckle. And the way this system works is you put it on, you run your tongue through here, and once you lock it in place, it locks in with a piece of Velcro here along the outside. Now this obviously isn't in the lockdown method, I just looped it through here. But if you were actually carrying and wanted to make sure that this never moved and never went anywhere, push it through, tuck it back underneath, and the little teeth on the bottom of that bar grip in, and the Velcro keeps it in place, and you've got a super strong, super durable, great method for carrying a whole lot of weight around on your belt. And okay, maybe this isn't the most fashionable for wearing with a suit, but if you're wearing a pair of Dockers or a pair of jeans out and about your daily business, this is an excellent option in order to be able to carry a lot of weight for concealing and carrying and everyday preparedness, and not have to worry about the belt stretching or blowing out, or because of the weight of your objects, of actually canting the belt out away from your body. And it comes in a variety of styles, colors, thicknesses. This is the standard black one. It's also available in a desert tan, an OD green, a variety of widths. This is, I think, the the 1.25" version. They've got them available up to 2 inches for those of you who are LE fellows who are looking for a belt for your main duty rigs. And it's a great high quality belt made in the good old US of A by Galco. And it works equally well even with custom holsters. Passing it under, pulling it down past the Velcro segment, and then of course looping it and cycling it through. And again, the weight of your gun is borne completely by the belt, and it's not going to be dropping your pants down around your ankles while you're out and about your business. All in all, high quality, great belt system, and something that you really need to consider if you're going to conceal and carry on a daily basis. Last thing you need is to be carrying around your gun and all your gear and everything else, and to have your belt stretch or blow out and your gun to drop on the ground, or somebody to see it, or to get hooked on something, and you wind up with some kind of a negligent discharge. So that is the Galco Gunleather's carry belt. Highly encourage you to check them out. They're available online as well as most local retailers. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun and project videos. And remember, we're just a couple of city slickers working this out as we go along. Thanks for watching.